The trap. One cold, snowy day in Sherwood Forest, the rabbit family hopped out of their cozy burrow and blinked their little eyes in the bright, glistening snow. As they looked around, they saw something strange happening just down the path. Sir Hiss, the sneaky snake who was always causing trouble for Robin Hood, was standing with a group of soldiers. They were busy digging a very deep pit right in the middle of the path. The rabbits twitched their noses, their ears standing up in alarm. "He's up to something bad," thought one of the rabbits, a young one with a bright white tail. "We should tell Robin Hood right away." The rabbits hopped quickly to where their good friend Robin Hood was. Robin Hood was sharpening his bow and arrows, getting ready for any trouble that might come his way. When they told him about Sir Hiss and the pit, Robin Hood's face grew serious. "Sir Hiss is trying to catch me, isn't he?" Robin Hood said with a small frown. "Well, we'll have to turn the tables on him. Lead the way, friends. Show me where the trap is." Meanwhile, Sir Hiss and his soldiers were busy finishing their work. The hole they dug was deep, much deeper than anyone could imagine. Sir Hiss smirked and gave a wicked hiss of laughter. "Now, I shall cover this pit with some light tree branches so no one can see it," he said. "Then I'll cover the branches with snow so it looks just like the rest of the forest path. No one will ever know it's there. Robin Hood will fall right in, and then I'll have him." Sir Hiss had a mischievous twinkle in his eyes as he tied a bright red scarf to the nearest tree. "There," he said, pointing to the scarf. "Now, when Prince John arrives, he will know exactly where to go, and we can hide behind this tree and watch as Robin Hood falls right into the trap. It will be so funny." The rabbit family, hearing this plan, quickly scampered off to warn Robin Hood. They knew they had to act fast. "Hurry, Robin Hood." The little rabbits called out as they ran through the forest, "Sir Hiss is trying to trap you." Robin Hood's eyes narrowed as he listened to the rabbit's story. "So Sir Hiss thinks he can trap me, huh?" Robin Hood said with a sly smile. "We'll see about that. Show me where the trap is, my friends." That afternoon, when the snow was falling gently, Sir Hiss led Prince John along the path, excited to show off his clever trap. "There it is, Your Highness," Sir Hiss said with a hiss of laughter, pointing to the red scarf tied to the tree. "That's where the trap is. Robin Hood will never see it coming." Prince John stepped forward with a smile. feeling proud that he was going to witness Robin Hood's downfall. "Excellent work, Sir Hiss. Let's hide behind the tree and wait for the outlaw," he said. "Once he steps on the snow-covered trap, we'll have him." As Prince John confidently walked along the path, he didn't see the pit in front of him. He didn't know about the trick that Robin Hood had played. Suddenly, Prince John let out a loud yelp as he fell straight into the deep pit that Sir Hiss had dug. He tumbled down with a thud and landed at the bottom, groaning in surprise. "Help! Help!" yelled Prince John, his voice echoing from the bottom of the pit. "I'm trapped. Get me out." His face turned red with embarrassment as he realized what had happened. At that very moment, Robin Hood and his merry men dashed out from behind the trees and stood at the edge of the pit. The rabbits were hopping around, giggling and laughing at the sight of Prince John stuck at the bottom of the pit. "Yeek!" squealed Sir Hiss, his long tail rattling in fear. "What's happening? This wasn't supposed to happen." He and his soldiers quickly turned and ran away as fast as they could, too scared to stay and face Robin Hood. The merry men laughed along with him, and even the rabbits gave a little hop of joy. "We saved you, Robin Hood," one of the little rabbits said, hopping excitedly. "You'll never fall into a trap with us around." Prince John, still trapped and now very angry, shouted from the pit, "You stupid snake, get me out of here. This isn't funny." But no one paid him any attention. Robin Hood smiled and shook his head. "We'll leave you in there for a while, Your Highness," he said with a grin. "It will give you a chance to cool your heels. After all, you have a lot of thinking to do." The rabbit family laughed and laughed, their whiskers twitching with delight. They were so glad they had helped Robin Hood escape the trap. Sir Hiss's plan had been foiled, and Robin Hood had once again outsmarted his enemies. As they hopped off into the snowy forest, Robin Hood called out, "Good job, everyone. You saved the day." And they all smiled, knowing they had done something good together. The day ended with the rabbits happily hopping back to their burrow, leaving the sound of Prince John's angry shouts echoing in the distance. It was another victory for Robin Hood and his merry men.
Thank you for joining us on this magical journey tonight. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let your dreams carry you to wonderful adventures. Sweet dreams, little dreamers. Good night.